you to look at this sheet because once you understand that things go to a more stable state, you can start understanding things about the world around you. For instance, what is the most stable compound on this sheet? The largest negative number, most negative number, the deepest well, hardest thing to break up molecules. Aluminum oxide. You see that there? Al2O3. Al2O3. Minus, what is it? Minus 399. I think I have some here. Yes, I do. You say, wait, that's not aluminum oxide. That's an aluminum can. Well, the instant they made it, it was an aluminum can, and then it was exposed to the air. And of course, because aluminum oxide, is such a stable molecule, minus 399, as soon as oxygen hit bare aluminum, and I realize this looks like bare aluminum, but it's not. There's a layer of aluminum oxide on here. That layer is so tough, so impervious, nothing else can combine with it and make something more stable, that this thing will sit around forever. And you know that. Aluminum cans don't rust. In fact, that's because the front layer has already rusted. Rust is when iron combines with oxygen, right? You get iron oxide. Aluminum has already combined with oxygen and made aluminum oxide on the outside of this can. So this can, you throw this in a landfill, come back 10,000 years, the can's going to be still sitting there. I imagine the ink will have faded off that they put on here to make the fancy label, but the aluminum can will still be sitting there. Extremely stable state. It's also why the one thing you should always recycle is aluminum. Not only because it would sit in a landfill forever, but the other alternative to make new aluminum is because you have to make it out of aluminum oxide. And to take a solid chunk of bauxite ore, aluminum oxide, and put in 399, if this is 94, minus 399 is way down here, and have to break it up and to make something that's mostly aluminum, the top layer will turn back to aluminum oxide, but this is mostly aluminum, right, is an enormous amount of energy. To recycle a can, to make a new can out of this can, only costs 5% of the energy that it does to actually make an aluminum can out of aluminum oxide ore, because that number is minus 399. By the way, bottles, glass bottles, which are silicon dioxide, are melted sand. And it doesn't take any more energy to take new sand and make a bottle out of it than an old bottle and make bottles out of it. There is no economic value in recycling glass. In fact, there's an economic cost because you have to separate white glass from green glass, from brown, from any other color glass. And if you're making the glass out of sand, you can add whatever color you want, right? And in the end, when all the recycling centers collect your glass, they send it to a landfill. All right? So never feel guilty about throwing a bottle in the trash. Feel really guilty about throwing a can in the trash. Got it? All right. Something you need to know.